The hardest place to be is where you are. Because we never want to be there. I mean, think about it. For those of us who do yoga, you're in that downward facing dog pose and you're thinking about your nail appointment, right? My ladies can relate to that. Or maybe you have a 6-month stint on a naval ship and you're thinking about, I cannot wait to test drive this 2017 Mercedes-Benz. Or possibly you're hanging out at the DMV. You're waiting for your number to be called and you're thinking about, oh, I cannot wait to get to this massage tonight. We simply have a hard time being where we are because oftentimes we want to be someplace else. By show of hands, how many of you in this room have ever wanted to be someplace else?
You're lying.
Thank you for your honesty. Now, I know none of us in this room in this moment would rather be any place other than our Toastmaster club meeting because we have such a beautiful cohesiveness between ourselves, yes? I have a friend. I've known this young man for 20-something years. He calls me last week. He starts the conversation with, Sophie, how are things going for you in Orlando? But really, the subtext of the question was, girl, are you ready to get back to California? Because see, this man knows me, and I think he knows me a lot better than I know myself. I take a deep pause, because I want to answer this question right. You know, I don't want to come off too happy, because then my friend's going to think, oh, she's not even missing us. But then on the other hand, I'm not quite sure how to share with him. Oftentimes, I am bored as hell in Orlando. I am so bored. I have few friends, few places to go, and few people to go there with. For me, Orlando is beautiful and magical, and the sky is very tropical, and I find that I get lost in that. However, it's like a tortoise compared to LA. And not having a vehicle in Orlando feels more like a punishment than it does a choice that I made. You know, it's, I find that in Orlando, the beach feels like it's a country away. And although it's very quiet and peaceful and tranquil, they say you have to be mindful of what you project to the universe because the universe responds to our most strongest desires. Now, I'm not up here to write, produce, perform, and star in my own pity party. That's not what I'm here to do. However, I'm here to share with you my sentiments about being uncomfortable with where you are, because oftentimes it's not where we want to be. And I asked for this. I remember distinctly saying, oh, I need more peace in my life. I need it to be more quiet. I need a slower paced lifestyle. I'm the one who sold my Jeep in Southern California because I was tired of the rat race of the traffic. I would go to the Pacific Ocean. I would sit there for hours and I would meditate before the blue waves, and I would envision what my life would look like if I could do less and be more. I remember saying, I don't want to work. Imagine that. I want to take off and I want to focus 99% of my time on my dream of empowering and inspiring and uplifting the masses so that they know that they too can be what they want to be, so that they could be the change in their community, in themselves, and in the world. Oftentimes, I find myself being so uncomfortable with where I am. My mind drifts to places that I've been before, places like London and Scotland and Belgium, places like Amsterdam. And then I envision myself traveling to other places so that I could run, pray, and affirm health and happiness for other people in places like Guam, Cuba, Africa. And then I realize I can't be where I am and where I want to be at the same time. It's not humanly possible for us to occupy two spaces at the same time. It's just not possible. And I believe that oftentimes we're forced to be still, because in the stillness is where the lesson and the blessing is. I lovingly encourage you in this moment to take inventory of your own life and ask yourself two small questions. Am I being or doing? The second question to ask yourself is, what do I want to be, do, and have? And on that note, I lovingly and then strongly encourage us all to dream a little. No, you know what? I want you to dream a lot and allow your mind to take your body where it wants to go. But be careful of what you ask for, because you just might get it. Thank you.